What's going on, everybody? It's me, Brandon, and I'm back again after I did that Nintendo Switch Year 1 video. I really figured, I don't talk about the Nintendo Switch that much on my channel. I really want to. It's a big reason why I did start doing YouTube. I used to do a small Nintendo podcast. I made a couple videos every week with one of my friends, and it was a lot of fun. But that was the start of my YouTube channel. Then I did fade into movies and video games and collecting and unboxings and all that stuff. So I want to go ahead and start making more Nintendo Switch content. So to start that off, we are gonna do my Nintendo Switch collection so far as of early March 2018. So here's my collection back here. Let's go ahead and show you my whole Nintendo Switch collection so far. And the first game on this list is a game that you did see, and that is Xenoblade Chronicles 2. This is a Steelbook version. This came with the special edition of the game. I really wanted it for the Steelbook because this was the first Switch Steelbook, and it did a really good job. It's nice gloss, it has beautiful artwork on it, and I just love the cases of the Nintendo Switch, and the inside art is just some characters sitting there in the field. It is just so nice. I love the Steelbook so much. This game is really good too. It's just really long, and I haven't had the chance to go back to it yet, but I really do love this game. Up next is a game a lot of people were surprised that was coming to the Switch, and that was new, but I love this game so much, and that is Ultra Street Fighter 2, the Final Challengers. This is hopefully the last iteration of Street Fighter 2. But man, I thought this game was so much fun. I put like 10 to 12 hours into it the first week, and I still play it every now and then because I love Street Fighter so much. And like I said, they're making a Street Fighter collection, which I cannot wait for in May. Up next is an amazing Nintendo AAA game, and that is Super Mario Odyssey. I love this game so much. I'm not a big Mario fan, as you guys know, but I love the Mario games. And man, this game was such a blast. I beat it really quickly because I couldn't put it down, but I still want to go back and collect all those moons. And a lot of the cool Nintendo Switch things when you buy physical is that inside there's usually really cool artwork. And this is the Super Mario Odyssey main song from New Donk City. I believe it's Jump Up Superstar. So that's really cool. You have the whole lyrics for that song right there. Up next is a game I got at launch, and this is Super Bomberman R. I played a little bit of it. I like Bomberman, but I'm not the craziest fan. They did add some cool DLC for Silent Hill and Castlevania, but I haven't played it yet. However, playing this game with friends is a blast. The online was the first real big online game for the Switch. And it was fun. I mean, it did what it needed to do for launch. I don't really go back to play it that often, but I still love it. And then on the inside, you get some black and white art of Bomberman and a couple of his other pals there and the instructions. This game was a shock to everybody that came to the Nintendo Switch. We had no idea this was coming, and it is amazing that it is on the Nintendo Switch, and that is Doom. This is probably my favorite cover for any Nintendo Switch game, for the reason being, Doom on the PlayStation, the PC, and the Xbox One had the standard Doom guy picture, where this was the inside art of the case. You could flip it and use this case. Nintendo's just or Bethesda basically said, you know what, we're giving them the best artwork. And man, what a good job on that. I love this game so much. I didn't play it that much on the Switch because I have played it on the PC, PS4, but I do play it every now and then because it's Doom. Doom is amazing. And then on the inside, you have the giant cyber demon with, I forget the name of this map, but it is hell, essentially. So that's really cool. Again, I love the Nintendo Switch inside artwork. It's so fun. This is another game that a lot of people were pretty sketched on. They didn't know if it was going to be good or bad, and once it was finally announced, it looked really good. And that game was Mario and the Rabbids Kingdom Battle. This is basically XCOM if you've ever played an XCOM game. XCOM is a strategy shooter game. It's third person. You kind of take point. In that game, when your characters do die, they're done, and you got to create new ones. I'm pretty sure your character just gets out for a round if that happens in this game. However, this game is so much fun. I played a lot of it. I'm right at the end of the game. Never had the chance to go back and beat it, but I do love this game so much. And then on the inside, there wasn't really anything special. There was a cool DLC. I already typed in the code, so if you're going to try that, sorry. And then it's just standard white background. Next is a game I really haven't played a lot. I bought it on Black Friday. I was excited to play it. I think I tried it for like 5 minutes and I put it down. And that game is Lego Worlds. This is essentially Lego Minecraft. With I think a story mode. I couldn't figure it out right when I put it in. Maybe it was because I put it in really late or whatnot. I don't remember. I would like to get back to this because I love Lego games, but I just haven't gone back to it. And then when you did get it, it's a blank inside art, but you did get a cool DLC for the Lego movie and I think some other things as well. This is a really cool one because this is not a game. This is not a it's not a game. You can't buy it on shelves. But we knew somebody at GameStop, and they gave us this Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild expansion pass case, and I do have the expansion pass. It's really good. I still need to really beat the whole thing, but from what I've played, it's awesome. But I just thought this was a really cool box, and it's probably going to be a neat little collector's item in the future. This game, I think everybody that has a Nintendo Switch or plans on getting a Nintendo Switch needs to buy, and that game is Splatoon 2. I love Splatoon. It's such a good game. It's a versus shooter. You need to paint the whole battlefield. There is killing, but it's basically all with paint, and it's so much fun. The ink and like all these different maneuvers, and the story's really good too. And they just have this like attitude that a lot of games don't have anymore. As you can even see on the box, it's very fun looking, and Nintendo did a great job with the Splatoon series, and I cannot wait for more. Next is going to be a game that a lot of people are like, why did you buy that? And for me, because I am a Sonic fan, and it is Sonic Forces. Not much to say about this one, but man, Sonic Forces, it was a fun game for what it was. It was like $40, but I did get it on Black Friday. I beat it that weekend. It is short, but it is, it's more Sonic, and I did enjoy it for what it was. Then on the inside, this was a bonus edition. You got 2 Joy-Con like sleeves, and then you got some DLC for other Sega games to have your create a character in Sonic Forces wear those costumes. This game was a huge surprise for everybody, literally everybody. I didn't think people were expecting it to be good at all, and that is Puyo Puyo Tetris. Puyo Puyo is basically the Tetris equivalent in Japan. You match these blobs with colors, and then you have modes where Tetris and Puyo Puyo are together. There's a fun little story mode. It's a little wacky, but it gets the job done. I put so many hours into this. It's a great game with friends. Highly recommend it if you haven't picked it up already. And then inside there are some cool Puyo Puyo pieces, and then the instructions. Up next is a game I'm really happy that did come to the Nintendo Switch, and that is Pokken Tournament. This is the upgraded edition, the definitive edition, if you will. They added a couple more fighters, and then they also did have DLC for this game, which are still coming out currently. I love the cover art for this game. It's just so fun. It's Pokemon to the max. And then on the inside, you have a beautiful artwork of Shadow Mewtwo. This is a game I bought right after I made that video about the Nintendo Switch, so I don't have much to say on it, but I'm so excited to play it. I'm going to probably play it later today after I beat Bayonetta 2, and that is Dragon Quest Builders. This game looks so much fun. I've heard nothing but excellent things about it. Cannot wait to finally get into this game. I did wait off on the PS4 and PS Vita versions, so this has me really excited. Next is an amazing game, and I think everybody needs to own it. It is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. They added so many new faces, they added so many new racers and raceways, and the battle mode came back, and the online is so much fun in this game. I've put so many hours into it. I love it so much, but I really want Double Dash 2. Where is it, Nintendo? Come on. I never had the chance to play this game, but I've heard excellent things about it in the past. And once I heard it was finally getting a Nintendo Switch port, I did not hesitate, and I bought it right at launch because I really wanted to finally play this game. And that game was Cave Story. This is a game I think is free to play on PC. However, I just want to support the Nintendo Switch, so I went ahead and bought this. But what's really cool about this version is that when you buy it physical, you have not only gorgeous artwork, but when you open it, you have a really beautiful inside art. You get a manual, and then you also get a soundtrack, which is on like a GameCube disc. It's really neat. From what I basically am at the end of Cave Story, I don't believe I beat it. Maybe I did. It's been a while, but I know I'm right at the end, if anything. Literally right before the end of the boss. But this game is excellent. I love it so much. I made it like a little perler bead dog because the dogs in this game are so much fun. Highly recommend Cave Story. And this is definitely one of my favorite games on the Nintendo Switch, and like I said earlier, I'm currently playing it. It is Bayonetta 2. Bayonetta is amazing. If you haven't played it and you like Devil May Cry, you like hack and slash games, go ahead and give this game a shot, because that is basically a love letter to Devil May Cry and those kind of games. Bayonetta is badass. She's beautiful. This game is so good, and I'm so happy we're getting a third edition on the Nintendo Switch later this year. Not to mention, when you do buy this game, you get a digital code for the first game, and I already used the code, but you do get a cool reverse art if you liked Bayonetta 1, maybe more than 2. That's just a really cool feature in my opinion. This game is a game that I didn't think blew me away at that horrible Nintendo Switch presentation years ago. However, when this game finally came out, we all got to test play it. It was a lot of fun, and that game is ARMS. This is such a great game with friends. It's just a great game to just relax and kick back and just have fun with. It's a fighting game. It's really cool. You can use motion controls and like punch, or you can go ahead and play with the controller. It's a great time. I think it's very colorful. It's very Nintendo, and I hope to see these characters in the next Smash Brothers. This is the launch version, the launch day game that you gotta buy when you bought the Switch. And this was The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, an absolutely amazing game. You've probably heard it everywhere else, so I can only say how much I love it. It's excellent. I put over like 50-something hours into this game. It's a game that I don't think I'll ever play. A similar type of game, unlike anything else. It is its own game, unless another Zelda comes out and feels similar to this. It's so good. Highly recommend people try it out. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is straight up like incredible. I'm a big fan of warrior games, like the Dynasty Warrior games I'm not crazy about, but I like the licensed games. So Hyrule Warriors was excellent, and then they did make Fire Emblem Warriors this past year in 2017, and that was a blast. I played so much of this. I love it. Fire Emblem characters just felt so perfect for this type of game. It's so cool. A game that I would love the Warriors under. I think Power Rangers would do one hell of a job as a Power Ranger Warrior game. I think that'd be so cool, just like mowing down random enemies left and right. But this game is so good. I can't wait for all the DLC to come out. And then when you open it up, you have a cool insert of just the map of Fire Emblem Warriors. Not to mention, I don't think I showed it, but in the inside of Breath of the Wild, you get a beautiful image of Link climbing a mountain. Next is a game that I was so happy was ported to the Nintendo Switch. However, it is quite old, and you've probably played it elsewhere. And that is Skyrim. Skyrim on the Nintendo Switch. Skyrim's portable? What? That is nuts! And that's what Nintendo did with this version of Skyrim. It has all the DLC. It's a load of fun. I played a couple hours of it. I played so much of this game over time, but it was a great to go back and play it on the Nintendo Switch, especially portable. It's amazing, and I can't believe it all feels the same. It looks the same. It's so good. I love Skyrim. It's so awesome. And then on the inside, you have the famous artwork that they use everywhere for this game. If you haven't played Skyrim, please try it on the Switch. It's perfect. And my last game here is Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. This is a game I was looking forward to for quite a while because once I heard it was getting ported to the Nintendo Switch, I needed to get it, and I did. I played a couple hours of it. I didn't play too much of it because I got it late last year, and then Dragon Ball FighterZ came out earlier this year. But this was a really cool game from what I've seen, and I can't wait to go back and play more of it. If not, check it out a little bit more. But from what I played, I really enjoyed it. Nothing too special. It's basically the same thing. I believe the first game's story is included in the second version on Switch. And then when you open it up, just a plain white case. Nothing too special. I do have a bunch of other digital Nintendo Switch games which are also a load of fun. Maybe I'll make a video what's on my Switch. That's basically it today. I love the Nintendo Switch. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about the Nintendo Switch. Did you add me in the last video? I will keep putting my Nintendo Switch ID in the description below. That is it for my video today. If you enjoyed this episode, please hit that like button. If you're trying to find me, I'm on Twitter and Instagram. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave a comment in the comment section below. And if you liked my content today and you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing for more upcoming content. See you guys next time.